Thank you. First Nations in Treaty 2 territory formed a collective government a year ago and formally placed the province on notice that any land transaction within that territory must be brought to their attention. What is the province doing to address outstanding land issues and unfinished treaty business for First Nations in Treaty 2 territory, and what lands are being considered for sale and rezoning there, and specifically in respect of Pine Creek First Nation?
The Honourable Minister of Indigenous and Northern Relations.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I'd like to acknowledge to the member opposite that this government has, in fact, in 3 short years, transferred well over 80,000 acres.
Hear, hear.
We look forward to continuing our work with First Nations in regards to treaty land entitlement. We have had a very respectful working relationship with them, and that will continue, not just on treaty land relations, but in mining protocol, tourism, economic development. This dialogue will continue. We have gone further in 3 years than the past government did in 17.
The Honourable Member for Kiiwetinoong on a final supplementary. Pardon me, the Honourable Member for Kiiwetinoong on a supplementary question.
Thank you. In the Sustainable Development's recent annual report on page 73 highlights initiatives that the department is committed to. This is an excerpt. West Region wildlife staff continue to work for the potential creation of a new wildlife management area named Sclater Pine for protecting critical moose wintering habitat. The concern is the area will be impacted by Bipole 3 projects, and their other concern is the use and ownership in this area because it encompasses and impacts Treaty 2 territory. What is the status on the creation of the Sclater Pine Wildlife Management Area?
The Honourable Minister for Sustainable Development.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. And our government is really committed to the initiatives of protected spaces so that we can move forward in protecting more of our habitat in the province of Manitoba, to not only contribute to some of our national goals for protected areas, but to ensure that we've got the habitat necessary for wildlife, fish habitat, and many species native to the province of Manitoba. However, we do this in conjunction and in consultation with our First Nations, unlike the members opposite who, in a throne speech in 2015, announced the creation of a polar bear provincial park and caught all the chiefs and council off guard with that announcement. We do not take that approach. Our government respects our relations with our Indigenous partners as we move forward on protected spaces.
The Honourable Member for Kiiwetinoong on a final supplementary.
Thank you. As most are aware, I have submitted my nomination package to run as the federal Liberal candidate for my riding, Churchill-Kiiwetinoong. And while I have not won the nomination yet, this is my last opportunity to speak in the House. So please be quiet. I'd like to thank the people of Kiiwetinoong for honoring me by giving me this opportunity to be their voice here in this building. They have my back and I have theirs. I know I will be fine in wherever my path leads me because I am Anishinaabe. I'd like to thank everyone here in this gallery for their dedication and commitment, to my federal Liberal colleagues and to the staff, and especially the pages that have come and gone. I humbly request that everyone here keep my people in their thoughts when enacting legislation that affects our lives. Go Raptors, go.
The Honourable Minister for Indigenous and Northern Relations.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And on behalf of our government, we would like to wish you best of luck in your federal nomination and going forward. And you can be well assured, we have in the past 3 years always kept the First Nations interests as a top priority. We have a very large agenda going forward that where Indigenous partners will be walking beside us. We will not be going ahead or behind. We are working together in strong partnerships, not only with the Indigenous people of Manitoba, but all partners. We look forward to some very good outcomes in the coming future.